This is a quick video on how to use Screaming Frog, which is a freemium tool that you can use to scrape your website. You crawl it, you can start here. When you open it, it'll look like this. You can type in your domain and start crawling it, and just start running through it. You'll filter by HTML to get the pages. You can go into mode. Let's say I have a certain list of URLs I want. Since the free version only lets you do 500 URLs at a time, I could go to mode, I could go to list, I could upload, enter manually, and paste that list of URLs in, and it would crawl those URLs. Found 45. See how it filtered to 45? Crawled it pretty quick. And then what I can do is I can go into configuration, custom, and I can use extraction to extract something with some regular expression or XPath or CSS path, or I can use search. And search is what we're using for our purposes right now. So what this will do is this will look on each page for a word or a phrase, and it'll let us know in the report for the custom tab under search which filters showed which URLs. So bear with me, this is really powerful. So if I go and I say, okay, I have, I'm going to use my website as an example, and I say, okay, I care most about content strategy. And what are some of the components of content strategy that I've talked about? And I think, okay, well, there's promotion, which kind of includes maybe outreach, maybe some link outreach stuff. Amplification, I might talk about content or amplifying content. Just brainstorming here. Link building might go in here. Then I have, technical SEO. That's important to me. I've got like duplicate content or thin content comes up. Those things are important. Dynamic content issues. So I'm just brainstorming. I'm thinking through, from a topic standpoint, what are different phrases I might use to pick up on the signal that I wrote about some piece of content. For a little bit, I wrote about validation there. In validation, I was mostly looking at Facebook ads and Google ads, also known as AdWords. What else? Might have talked about advertising specifically. And then big push I'm on is content organization. Might include like information architecture or IA. I don't really say IA. Yeah, that should be good. Content organization, maybe content audit would be in there. And then maybe we end up putting content strategy in that one, that phrasing there. What else? Keyword research. I do some keyword research stuff. That might include search intent, keyword map, SEMrush, which is a tool I frequently use for it. And we'll leave it there. So here you go. You have our top level idea of content strategy, big idea that I'm building stuff around. I want to organize my blog around these 5 pillars, we'll call it, just for now. And when we go through, I'll just show you how this would sort of work. So I take these, put them in here. If I'm using multiple words, then I need to kind of use this regular expression format. The easiest way to do that is to just format it with these pipes. If it's one word, it doesn't need to go in parentheses. It's only if it's 2 words that it might need to do that. At least it does in other things. So I'm just putting that together. And I'm only going to do 2 examples. I'm not going to go through the whole, make you watch me do the whole thing. So we've got amplifying content. Then let's do the keyword research one. So we got keyword research, pipe, search intent, pipe, keyword map. Probably just map would be fine. SEMrush. So we have our first 2 filters. They contain these things. We can also do exclusions, which is interesting to think about. So maybe I'm talking about funnels and I talk about two types of funnels and I want to exclude some phrasing related to one type of that funnels to get just URLs related to the other one. That would be cool. So for the configuration, I'm going to go back to, actually I'm going to go back to Spider for mode, put in content audience again. It's going to scrape it pretty quickly. I'm going to filter by HTML. Looks like it got stuck there for a second. When I go over to custom, it's sort of hidden under this caret. Go over to custom, and I can see if I choose my filter, which filter can filter posts or pages that show up as having these. Now something else I could have filtered by, I could have made it required that it had to only have a post, indicate a post somehow in the source code, but we're not doing that right now. So I'm just sorting by, structure by clicking on address, and now I can see sort of a list of the posts that I might care the most about that are related to keyword research, search intent, keyword map, and you can see that this is just all posts that look like they're related to that, which puts me in a really good spot. Now I have these, whatever it is, 12 posts that I can work with. Now, at this point, I might want to say, all right, well, which posts matter the most, right? And I can go over and I can look at occurrences, and I can sort by occurrences. And then that will give me, if I sort high to low, that'll give me the places where the phrasing that I used occurred the most. And I can just kind of strip out anything that's not related to posts here, or I can do it structurally when I export it to a spreadsheet. So when I export this, it'll just export kind of this layout to a CSV. I can use that, and I can upload it by tab. And same, let's take a look at the other one, see how that did. And I just ran a quick test, so let's see if the keyword research one pulls in the common, what's this called? Strategy starts with common waste of time things, so I'm just going to sort this alphabetically. And strategy, common waste of time SEO, and this pulls in 5. So I'm just going to go in to that post and I'm just going to look for the phrasing to make sure that it worked as intended. I see keyword map once, research twice, that puts me at 3. What else do we have? Search intent. That one's not on there. What else do we have? SEMrush. There we go, SEMrush. So that puts this at 5. So it works, which is cool. And you can just think about how powerful this would be to be able to use it. If you are able to just kind of pin down what topics you actually care about, and then you can kind of quickly, without any SQL queries or without doing some clumsy site search on your site and putting them together into spreadsheets manually, you can highlight, okay, here are the pages that I really care about for this topic. I'm going to curate a hub page, and these are the seed pages that I need to consider to say, okay, in what order do I want to present this information to users? What's sort of beginner content, what's good hero content, what's popular, and start thinking about it that way.